While you might have your own reasons for pirating a game, but it's hard to argue against the developer's right to fight back. Some anti-piracy measures can be frustrating or limiting, but the best solutions are often the most creative ones. You might love to check out some of them, and we are presenting 8 of them to you. It's Gotham from PC Access. Let's begin. Number 1. Mirror Edge. It is a cool looking good game to begin with. You can jump off the edges, leap from one building to another, fight in a fast-paced running action, and many more. You should play this game if you like all these things. But the problem begins when anyone pirates it. The developers not only create a great game but also created a small programming trick in this parkour game causes the main character to slow down just before big jumps, making it impossible to success. This was probably maddening to experience firsthand. Number 2. CDSM 3. This is probably one of the best modern piracy prevention measures and maybe the last great one. If piracy is on its way out, you can steal a copy of CDSM 3 and play it just fine for a while though. Then a gigantic, immortal, super fast scorpion will chase you around the map and murder you to death. Yeah, murder you to death. Quite a surprise for players that thought they could gotten away with a scamming copy. Number 3. Skullgirls. Skullgirls is a 2D fighting game. In Skullgirls, players engage in a combat against one another with a team of 1, 2 or 3 characters, attempting to knock out their opponents or have the most accumulating health when the time runs out. In simple words, it is a good game. But if you think you can pirate this game without any problems, think again. A weird little message about a face pops up in the credits. It was just bizarre enough to make people write to the game developers to ask what the heck it meant. What is meant was you were outing yourself as a pirate. Clever tactics though, self-kill, score 100. Number 4. Game Dev Tycoon. Game Dev Tycoon is a business simulation game developed by Green Hat Games. This game is about the business of making video games. In-app gamification pops up if the game is stolen, highlighting the irony of the situation. With the message, boss, it seems like that while many players play our new game, they steal it by downloading a cracked version rather than buying it legally. If players don't buy the game they like, we will sooner or later go bankrupt. Initially, we thought about telling them their copy is illegal, but instead we didn't want to pass up the unique opportunity to holding a mirror in front of them and showing them what piracy can do to game developers. Green Hat Patrick Clark explained in a blog post. Amazingly, the game pirates took to the web to complain about this notification and how game piracy was making it impossible for their sim game company to turn a profit. Again, another self-kill method by the developers. Score again 100. Number 5. Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. It's a real-time strategy game. You know, the old school type. If you steal a copy, your game starts. You can move your units, but within a minute or so, every unit you have or thought of explodes. What? Yep, what I am saying is absolutely right. But there is a problem with it. Sometimes it happens with the legal copies too. But later, they fix it with a patch. Number 6. Witcher 2. The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings is an action role-playing hack and slash video game developed by CD Projekt Red or RAD. The player controls Geralt of Rivia, who is one of the few remaining Witchers, enhanced and trained human with special powers who hunt monsters for a living. If you haven't played it yet, then go for it. It deserves its price without a doubt. I don't know why anyone want to pirate a game like this, but if someone do that, their copies come with a twist. In some, kill off the hero in the first few hours of the game via cutscene, and you can't do anything about it. But the best trick is, in some cases, you have to romance a old hag. If you don't have a granny fetish or something like that, you will not enjoy it for sure. Surely, what a gross. What the hell is that? Number 7. Alan Wake. Alan Wake is a action-adventure video game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Microsoft Studio. But the Remedy describe it as the mind of a psychological thriller and the body of a cinematic action game put together. So anyone who is thinking about pirate it, they should beware of the consequences. It is not like a game-breaking thing, but it's just dishonorable. If you pirate the game, Alan wears a pirate eye patch the whole game. It might not sound like much, but think about it. This is a game steeped in atmosphere, heavy on the melodrama side. It really kill the mood. So when you look at his face, it is a reminder that you are an ass. Number 8. The Sims 4. The Sims 4 is a fourth major title in the life simulation video game series. Players control their sim in various activities and can perform relationships in the game. Like most of the series, it does not have a defined final goal. Gameplay is non-linear. In simple words, you can do whatever you want to do. If you play the Sims, you are probably intimately familiar with the Sims. Don't be ashamed. We all checked out our Sims in the shower. That's why EA has always made sure to censor the Sims by pixelating their bathing suit area. But if you decided you are not going to pay the developers and pirate it, then be ready for the full screen pixelation. And you could imagine, it is game breaking as hell. That's the end of this great video. Thank you for watching. Next time I will be back again with a great video. So see you all in the next one. Subscribe and your luck will favor you, and there is a 0.001% chance that you will get $100. I don't know from where, but there is a 0.001% chance. So subscribe for that luck.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's